Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. You need to understand this to its maximum capacity. We have an abundance amount of energy as young, disciplined entrepreneurs, young, disciplined men. We need to either transmute this energy towards good or let it consume us and turn us towards bad.
Listen, especially as a young man filled with testosterone. Testosterone is a gift from God.
It really is.
You are blessed with an abundance of energy, and you could either use it to go and prosper and retire your parents and put on crazy pounds of muscle, or you could use it and let it destroy you. You can call up in a ball and release that energy in very, very bad ways, harming the body. And this is what we're going to be discussing in today's podcast, how you can use this energy to your advantage.
Now, I want to say something. So, in general, in life, there's a bunch of energy, uncountable amounts of energy. Like you said, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So, there is energy on this, there's a limited amount of energy, okay? You can only claim it. You can only claim the existing energy, okay? So you have to go, like, it's literally just like a surfing game, like where, like, you attract the water to you, or you push the water away, basically.
Life is all about taking. You take money, you take time, you take stuff like this. It's all about taking. And sometimes, unknowingly, individuals take things from you, whether it be your time, whether it be your energy, whether it be your willpower. They just suck it from you. Or you can be the one that takes things from other people. Just you watching this video, I'm extracting your energy. You decided to click on this video. You decided to scroll through Instagram Reels. You decided to scroll through TikTok, and here you are. We are taking your energy. And this is how the whole world runs. You either take or you be taken. You be stripped of your time, stripped of your energy, stripped of your willpower. So you either be the one that takes from other people, as arrogant and as blatant as that sounds, that's how the world works. You either take or you be taken.
Exactly.
Listen, bro, there's always, like, when it comes to the game of energy, there's always going to be a winner and a loser, okay? Like, you either lose your energy, you tell somebody steals it from you, or it's the opposite, okay? Like, there's no such thing as being merciful or compassionate, okay? I'm sorry, but you have to steal the energy from the other person to win.
There's no, like,
Wait,
there's
wait,
no...
wait, wait, wait. We gotta hire our voices because we're like outside, you know.
Yeah.
Hire our voices.
Am I hiring my voice?
Like it's just a little bit too deep. Like higher.
Okay,
Higher.
I know what you're talking about.
All right, ready? Once you actually understand how I can use my energy in a productive manner, this is exactly when you will be extremely successful. But unfortunately, we're living in a society where the system is targeting you and trying to strip you of your energy in multiple and countless different ways.
Yeah,
whether it's through the social media, whether it's through these processed foods that you're consuming, whether it's just through the freaking school classroom that you're sitting in. When you're sitting in, sometimes I'm sitting in the school classroom, like with my freaking like back muscles bulging through my goddamn shirt. I'm sitting in the school classroom, and just class to class to class from belt. Bro, they're stripping you of your energy that is so precious to you. Do not let them do this to you.
You allow the world and others in society to steal and extract your precious energy from you.
You cannot allow the system, the whatever you want to call it, to extract your energy from you. You either utilize this energy towards productive means, towards productive habits, towards productive measures, or you just be lazy. You be a bastard. You allow the system to strip your energy that is so precious. You cannot allow them to do that, my friend.
If you go home and you just chill out in bed, you wake up late, I don't know what you're doing, but you're just like, you don't want it. You don't want it. You could stay and you could just freaking work and work and work and work. So listen to this story. I was talking to one of these teachers, and he was actually one of my favorite teachers. I love listening to him and everything like that. So I was talking to him like, do you have any advice for the future? Do you have any tips or anything like that? And this is exactly what he told me, and pay attention to this because it really hit me. He tells me, he's like, you know what? Just enjoy these 4 years, enjoy, because you're just going to be working until you retire. You're going to be working until you're 60, working until you retire.
Wow.
And then I just smiled, I go, yeah, you're right. But in reality, I was so furious and so aggravated, I walked out of that room feeling like my head was going to explode.
Oh my
because,
God.
and do you guys know that it's a known fact that the retirement age, you actually cannot retire and start getting money from your 401k until you hit the age of 60. So they expect you to work until you're actually 60 years old.
Oh, God. But that's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting and so disgraceful.
Me personally, deep down inside my heart, I have a burning sense of urgency, a burning sense of curiosity, because my whole entire life, I was lied to and made to think that I need to study for 20 years, learning about some kind of stoichiometry calculations in order for me to actually make $1 million in a week. But in reality, that's not how it works, my friend. You have to just sit down with yourself and think to yourself, hold up, they're just trying to extract me from my precious energy ever since you're a little kid, ever since you're 6 years old. They just tell you to sit down, shut up, take notes, and raise your hand. But in reality, they just want you to be a sedentary, obedient slave.
That is very, very deep. That is very,
If
very
your typical day does not look like this is my typical day. My typical day, I wake up at 5 a.m. I go to the gym first thing in the morning upon waking up. I hit the gym for a whole hour and a half, and then I work for the next 10 hours of the day.
So listen, I literally worked my butt off for years. I burnt thousands of dollars. I worked a job that I did not want to work. I was scrubbing windows for 4 years straight just so I can avoid the average lifestyle. Like, my last case resort is doing what you're hoping to do for the rest of your life. Yeah. That should inflict some, like that should piss you off a little bit. That's my last case resort, right? And it's not going to take you 12 to 15 years. It should not take you 12 to 15 years to make millions of dollars. But it's at least going to take 2 to 2.5 years of pure self-mastery and burnt money. And if you're not willing to go through that, I'm sorry, buddy, but you're not going to make it anywhere in your life. Anywhere.
If you're just an individual that just does whatever his mommy and his daddy tells him to do, you're just going to be a little piece of dust flowing through the wind, my friend. You're going to be a pure and utter bastard that's still going to be 26 years old, going to his job, and his boss telling him what to do. But if you're watching this podcast, I'm sure you're that 1% that actually wants to transmute their energy towards productive and meaningful manners. Productive and meaningful entrepreneurial endeavors, my friend. But you're never going to attain that, like me and my brothers over here, if you keep on scrolling and wasting time. You either be a creator or you be a consumer. Me and my brothers over here, we're creators. We post on Instagram Reels. We post on stuff like this, rather than being pure and utter degenerates that just constantly consume. You know, your mind is a very powerful thing. And the system, they know that. They know that your mind is so freaking powerful, so they try to drag you this way, they try to drag you that way, they try to tell you to get the latest iPhone, the latest whatever. But in reality, you need to put your head on the damn ground, you need to fall over and over and over again, and you need to focus and stay disciplined on what you truly want.
Yeah.
Because in reality, my friend, you already know this, that the system is not for you, it's against you. They want you to be an obedient, docile, 37% tax wagey slave. So you just go to your job from 9 to 5 and just not question anything. You come back home, you crack open a little beer, and you eat your Subway full long, and you watch Netflix. You know what I'm...
But so there's actually a quote from Warren Buffett. Okay, he says that you buy the Apple iPhone while I buy the Apple stock. So you see how deeply significant that is. Basically, in other words, he's saying you're a consumer. You do whatever everybody else is doing. Exactly. And you just you blindly follow whatever the majority of idiots are doing.
Yes, exactly.
And the minority, the wise and the smartest of people,
like us,
we are the ones that, quote unquote, buy the Apple stock.
And that's why the rich are gonna keep getting richer. Literally would come to days and nights where I would be crying. I would literally be crying on my freaking knees, praying to God to help me and make this work out. Because of how badly I want it. There's some days, I swear to God, I literally couldn't fall asleep because I would just be thinking so hardly of the success, and I would be freaking hurt. I feel like I was stabbed because I had been lied to. Because this is genuinely, ever since I was a kid, this is what I thought was success, and it's not success.
Yes.
It's not.
You need to have this level of urgency, my friend. If you're not constantly thinking to yourself about your future, about what I'm gonna do with my life, you're gonna be just a little fairy pixie dust. Nothing. Oblivion. You're gonna be nothing, my friend. Especially as a man. You need to understand this. And the earlier you understand this, the earlier you understand that you need to put yourself in uncomfortable and difficult situations, the more successful you're going to become. A very strong indicator that you're going to be successful is that you have a mind that's abundant. You have an abundance mindset. You don't let things and external factors consume your energy. Rather, you transmute your energy. You wake up early in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning. You go hit a workout before everybody else is snoozing. You go work, you study, you learn what's going on in the world. You learn about cryptocurrency. You learn about commodities like gold and silver. How can I make my dollar work for me? You learn about the dollar index. You learn about what's this guy doing? What's Trump doing with the new tax laws? You learn about all these different kinds of things. You're upbeat. You're not consuming. You're not worrying about the latest iPhone. You're not worrying about the latest, news, whatever.
Yeah.
You're focusing on your own goals, your own purpose, and your own mission, my friend.
100%. And the raw reality, this is gonna hurt a little bit, and it's gonna probably piss you guys off. But the truth is, we don't give a damn about you. Why we don't give a damn about you? Because you think anybody cared about me when I was going through it? You think anybody cared about my brothers over here when we were going through it? No, nobody cared about us. We cared about ourselves so much. We're here, and you can either take this information and use it, but truth is, we don't care. We don't care.
And the thing is, people these days, they worry about external factors rather than they worry about their own self.
Yeah,
My friend, stop worrying about the latest news. Stop worrying about what this guy's doing, what she's doing, and worry about your freaking self, my friend.
A big sign that you are an NPC consumer, retarded, slave, degenerate, idiot, is that you watch the news. Like, that's all I have to say. I'm not
let me just turn on the news. Let me see what's happening. Like my brother.
Look, this is what. After coming back home from their 9 to 5 and being absolutely bullied by their boss, big fat,
Absolutely smashed.
absolutely
by
got
the
their
boss.
nachos here, and then TV. I'm gonna watch Fox News because I am an idiot. Oh my goodness! Because I am an idiot.
And I was in the gym the other day, just benching 225 pounds, repetitions,
Just
little 20 reps actions, like what I usually do, because I've been working out for 6 damn years. All of a sudden, a brother came up to me. He was like, "Bro, like, what are you doing? Like, do you take creatine? Like, what do you take?" I'm like, "Bro, I've been working out for 7 damn years.
Yeah.
I put in my blood, sweat, and tears in this. How do you expect me to do this? Do freaking work? These days, people just want quick results." My friend, I've only seen you in the freaking gym for 6 months, and you're asking me about creatine monohydrate, my friend? Yeah. I don't even take that shit. My friend, I busted my ass for 7 years to be able to just bench 225 for like freaking 20 repetitions. Before you ask about other...
I actually have a similar experience.
Yeah.
I can relate to you. So I was actually in the gym. This happened like 2 months ago. This didn't happen recently. This happened around 2 months ago. So I was doing leg press. It was leg day. I was doing leg press. I was benching. I remember it was 6 plates on each side. I mean, it's not that much. I did about like 7 reps. But the point is, so somebody came to me and they said, "Oh my goodness, bro, how do you do?" I'm like, "Dude, it's not that difficult, okay?
It's not
Just freaking do it, or let me backhand the hell out of you."
You need to put in the work. Stop thinking to yourself, everything's easy. Something is just gonna fall out of the
It's
sky.
not that difficult.
You
Just
gotta
bench the
bro.
6 plates on both sides.
Yes, my friend. And it's not just that. It's not just that. It's what the 6 plates represents.
Yes.
It represents the 7 years of pure, utter hard work. Tracking my protein, tracking my calories, being consistent with the gym, watching what I eat, what I sleep, my vitamins, my minerals, my protein. Being so freaking focused in tunnel vision.
Yeah. Some people actually talk about, like, they talk to me, they're like, bro, you guys should do this on the podcast. You guys, why don't you start your own damn podcast?
Start your own, bro.
Start your own trying to tell me what to do.
Man,
buddy,
bro.
I can physically, like, purchase you. Like, I'm, like, so freaking rich.
Yeah.
You don't even understand.
We can literally purchase you.
I'm not even joking about
Yes.
this. I'm not
Buy
even
you. I
joking.
can like just freaking
If I
buy
want-
you as a
Price
person.
tag.
Yeah.
Price tag. What's your price tag? I'll buy it.
Yeah.
What's the price tag? Oh, cash.
Bro,
my
yeah.
friends, you need to have a brotherhood. You need to have a brotherhood like my brothers over here.
Yes!
So you can get
We
rich.
are unstoppable.
So you can
okay?
get freaking filthy rich. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys see the sparkling water? This is the only water I consume. I don't drink none of the fluoridated, chlorinated, bastardinated, brokey water that you consume, my friend. This is the only kind of water.
Because you're broke.
Because you're a broke
Can I borrow this
bastard.
for a second?
Yes.
So I buy glass bottles of these, okay? Because I don't drink my precious liquid out of gay freaking testosterone decreasing plastic bottles. So it is so precious to me. It's so like I sleep literally. I hold on to my glass bottle when I sleep because it's just so precious to me.
So listen, my friend. In order for you to actually become something with your damn life, you need to stop giving your energy away. You need to stop, getting that fake dopamine. Start getting that real dopamine. Slowly start hitting 10K a month. Slowly start upping that weight on the bench. Slowly start hitting those goals and start feeding yourself that real dopamine.
It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen in a month. Heck, might even not even happen in a year or two. We gotta understand the strong entrepreneur, the strong, disciplined entrepreneur understands this. They see the light at the end of the tunnel. They'd rather work on their business, work on their endeavor, rather than be a slave and have a boss for the rest of their lives. Because there's no other way out, my friend, other than pure and utter work, my friend.
And you shouldn't be motivated by a bunch of these materialistic things. Like we said in the previous
It's
podcast.
not a bad thing. Like if
It's
that
not a
is
bad
what
thing.
pushes you, then go for it, my friend. Like
Exactly.
you shouldn't worship that stuff.
Yeah. And literally relates to the last podcast, how happiness is an illusion. You shouldn't be kind of focused on the materialistic things. Yes, it's nice. It's a byproduct of what you worked so hard to attain. But you should mainly be seeking freedom. And not be wanting to, show up to some boss that's gonna freaking just literally
Just being,
freaking kill you.
basically it's basically slavery. Like you don't want to be a slave until you die. Basically you go to work, you're forced to go to the plantation, and the boss tells you what to do. In other words, he's whipping you for not doing what you're not supposed to do, and he's forcing you to do what you're supposed to do. Work on the plantation for 8 hours, and then you go back to sleep, and then it repeats.
In other
Every
words-
single day, 5 days a week, 12 months a year, for 40 years until you die.
Now, history literally repeats itself.
Yeah, it really does. But it's
Yeah.
modern slavery because slavery is unacceptable. I mean, it's it is a morality issue.
So they change the views. They change the way
Exactly.
they do it.
This is going to probably sound extremely controversial, but in my eyes, modern slavery exists.
It does, yeah.
Back in the 1700s and the 1800s, the only difference that they had was they had whips.
Yeah.
But now, in the present day, slavery is not just towards one sect of people, it's towards the whole entire damn populace of the United States of America.
And the world.
As soon as you get born, they slap a social security number for your taxes, and they expect you to go work a job for the rest of your life till the age of 60. This is a trap, my friend.
Trap.
It is, bro.
And it's up
you're
to you.
falling into it.
Are you genuinely going to escape, or are you just gonna keep settling for less?
You better not. The first step you have to take to become like me with a Rolex at the age of 17 and be financially free until you die is to watch every single episode of this podcast.
You have to.
See this watch over here, guys. This watch costed me $32,000. And I purchased it at the age of 18 years old.
I saw you when you did it, bro.
Yeah.
I still remember the receipt.
Yeah,
so
like,
freaking happy
bro,
for this.
when I purchased this watch for $32K back at the mall at the age of 18, I gotta be honest with you, I felt a weird feeling. I felt to myself that like, damn, I have people that I know, individuals around me, that think to themselves that if they get an A+ on the test, it's going to equate to them attaining financial freedom. How do those things relate? They don't relate whatsoever. Maybe back in the 1970s, 1980s, but right now we're living in 2025, my friend. You need to understand that times are different.
Times are completely
Times are
different.
different.
And listen, you need to genuinely be selfish in order to become selfless.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
you gotta understand that our parents were raised, and obviously our parents always want the best for us, but they
course
were
they
raised
do.
in a different time and age. So they're not up to date with what you can think with what you can do with the things online, what you can use, what you can do with AI. They're not up to date with that stuff. All they know is doctor, lawyer, engineer. That's all they know, because that's all they know.
Because doctor, lawyer, engineer.
There is to become successful.
The doctor, lawyer, and engineer were like in the previous generation were like day trading, e-com, and freaking mentorship today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not just that, but there's so many different ways. I know a person that literally sells pets products on e-commerce digital websites, and he makes it's a pretty good amount for his age.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it because
he
you'll be so astonished, you will die.
But guess when he started? He started at the age of 15, 16. And now he's 18, 19, having a passive income business.
Yeah.
He's selling digital products. Yes, exactly. You need to be hardworking. You need to, sniff reality.
But unfortunately,
Wake up.
you're not.
Like, the moral of this video,
You
guys.
have to change.
So the moral of this video today, it's a little bit of a different video. I know we ranted and we rose our voices a lot throughout this video.
But that's because we want the best for you, okay? We are yelling because we're so passionate. We want you to be successful like us. We want you to live the best life you can instead of being a slave until you die.
I genuinely cannot understand how a person thinks to themselves that working for 45, 50 years and retiring when they're old and crippled is life. This is not life. This is slavery, my friend.
Exactly.
This is the pure and utter definition of slavery. Working for something and someone and for something and someone that doesn't serve you purpose.
Yeah.
Yes, in reality, at the end of the month, you get your 3K paycheck, but then that's just for the necessities. Back then in the 1800s, the slaves only used to receive food, water, shelter. That's it. In reality, you go to your job and you get paid at the end of the month for what? Your apartment rent, your food on the table, and your shelter.
100%.
Yeah.
There's no other difference.
Yeah, that's it.
There's no other difference, my friend.
I hear people genuinely talking out of fear. They're my age, and they're saying, "Oh, I want to go into accounting. I want to go into," and they go, "Oh, but that's gonna get taken over by AI." Me, I'm sitting in the back. I'm happy because I worked on myself for the past 2.5 years, and I set for myself, and now I know what I want to do with my life, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
And that's what you should also be doing.
Yeah. Don't
But-
let the system strip you of your energy. Protect it, hold it, grasp it, and transmute it towards good.
Yeah, that's all we have to say, my friend.
Thank you guys for
Take
tuning in.
this, Take this and do something with your life. my
Yes,
friend.
yes.
All right? You have a good one.
I wish there was some kind of something like this where I like some figure that's our age could just like I could look up to. But this is we're having the voice. God blessed us with these mindsets so we can spread it with the rest of the young men in today. So think to yourself, my friend, am I letting my energy be drained or am I utilizing it to its maximum capacity? Thank you guys for tuning in.
All right, you guys
We'll
have
see
a
you on
good
the next one.